It's all right. Sorry, I just pushed the live button and my daughter decided to start with the microwaving. What you doing, Dal? You're making a cookie? I'm going to zoom in on that.
Don't zoom in on me.
Rightio. So I'm busy doing important science stuff and she's microwaving a cookie.
No, I'm microwaving cookie dough to make a cookie.
Oh, so much more important. There you go. All right, well, Dr. Phil here, and welcome to Battle Chip. Who said I wasn't a father with jokes like that? Okay. So what we've got here is we've got a very interesting situation. I've got a whole heap of recycled memory here. Memory? Yes, memory. No, CPUs. They're all Intel. You can actually see what they're designated as. But here's the problem. If you have a look at this, this isn't even the worst example of it. At any rate, we've got an Intel R Core i3 4130, whatever that means, made in Malaysia. But the problem that you get here, and I'll try and demonstrate it with this chip. This is the worst one to demonstrate it with. But let's have a look. There we go. You can see that there's actually just some circular evidence of sanding there. I'll get a better one so I can show you.
Try this.
No, thank you.
You sure?
Right. Anyway, you can see this one here. This one's much better. You know, it's a much older one, and the chemical abrasion has actually helped with that one. So what you can see here is you can see that kind of circle pattern on the outside. That was always there. That's actually evidence that the writing has actually been taken off it, and the writing's been taken off and it's been relasered with something. So what I thought I'd do is I would actually do the count of the chips which have had this happen to it. You can see that there it is. Hello, new people. You can see the evidence of tampering there. So I can put that into this one here. Now the rules of this game are pretty simple. What I'll do is I will make my own assessment, but if at any time you think that one of these chips is actually unfairly treated, that's fine. I'll just take it off and I'll put it over here. And that can go in the untampered pile. So tampered, untampered. And what we can do is I've got some statistical tables that I've done later on that we can actually find out how probable it is that this is actually an accident or not. So we'll start the game. We'll zoom right in. We'll have a look. What have we got here? You can see the circular pattern. Pretty obvious, that one. So that one is a tampered chip. Well, according to me anyway. So there, that's the first one done. So that means that the die has been sanded off and a new number put on. So let's go back over to here. As you can see, I've got quite a large number of chips here. Oh, this is looking pretty pristine. Are we going to have a success? Yeah. No, probably not. You can make your mind up on that one, but you can see that circular pattern is on there too. This one also has had the chip ground off or the face ground off, and a new set of inscriptions put on it. So that one is a tampered chip as well. But if you want to challenge me on that one, I will literally take it off if you just designate that chip. All right, here we go. Let's have a look at this one. This one, the tampering's pretty obvious. You can see the circle pattern there. I think you can even see the old inscription on this one. See what we can find. I think it's up here. Yeah, it's just up in here. Just up there. That's a bit of the old inscription. So that one's definitely been tampered. So 3 for 3 so far. Okay, shall we be kind to Intel and say this one's untampered? I'm going to put that one in the untampered pile. I think I can see something, but we're not going to. Let's have a look at this one. Tampered as naughty word. There we go. All you have to do to rescue a chip and bring it into the untampered pile and therefore help Intel out, I suppose, is just to nominate the chip, and I will gladly put it into the untampered file. I'm making this a public demonstration, so anyone can do it. That one, you can see the tampering pattern on there. You can see that circle of grinding. I wonder if we can spot the old inscription. That'd be cool if we could. Yeah, there it is. Just in there. So that's tampered with. Okay, let's have a look at this guy. Oh dear. Yeah, that one's a goner. It looks like it slipped off the angle grinder or something. So that one's definitely done. This guy, that tampering is mine. This one, okay, we can't actually see very well because of the heat paste on there, can we? Okay, how and why? Well, this is what I've been trying to ascertain. With so many, it's possibly straight out of the factory that they've gotten old chips, ground the top off them, and then reinscribed them with the newer model and then resold them. That's my going theory, but it's anyone's guess. So what I want to do is I want to go, there's too much of the heat paste on this one, and I want to be fair to the company. Oh no, I found the old inscription, sorry to say. That one's tampered. Surely we'll find something. We've got one there. All right, so let's have a look. Hello, by the way. Yes, hello everyone. Dr. Phil here. This is looking pretty good. Let's see if we can find... Oh, dangnammit. There it is. There's the old inscription just there. So yeah, that one's tampered too. Okay. All right, so let's have a look. This one here. Whoops, dropped it. So I was literally playing chess with this one. It's not a rude thing. Just looks rude. Oh my goodness, I'm putting my thumb over that. How are we going to do this? There's the old, there's the new inscription. The old inscription is just there, tampered. Okay, so yeah, it looks like somebody's ground off the inscription and put on a new one. Now the problem that we're dealing with here is, of course, the staggering number of chips that I've got here. I've got about 32 here, and I've gotten them from 3 to 5 different sources. So probability of me just finding a dodgy supplier, not very high. That's the problem. There it is. There's your inscription and your grinding mark. So that one is also dodgy. So, oh, nice and shiny. Hopefully we can sort this one out. Nope. I can see the grinding. Let's see if we can... No, there's the inscription. Okay. Do I? No, I don't think I can. Well, not in all honesty. Dodgy. All right, so let's have a look. That could be just a mark of the... Yeah, because that's actually over the top of the writing there, so that's okay. That's not dodge. Underneath though is just underneath. You can see some writing there. Oh well, that one's dodgy as well. There we go. Now this is just me, by the way. You can doubt me. That's fine. Yeah, you can see evidence of the old writing just there. So that one's dodgy as well. The chips aren't doing too well. It looks like nearly 100% of these chips have been ground back and remarked. Oh, that one's obvious. All right. So there we go. My goodness. I didn't expect this. Okay. Let's have a look. You see, the problem is that if you have, there's the marking there. Okay, so that one's dodge. You can just nominate one and I'll gladly put it into here. We need to give Intel some help because this is pretty devastating evidence, quite frankly. So let's have a look here. Can we say? No. There it is right there. There's your old writing just in there. Oh well. I was hoping that one was a good one because it was looking really good. Looking really pristine. Now to up the stakes, I've actually ordered a fresh chip, a new one, like literally straight from the packet, just to, because like I saw a few of these and I'm like, this has got to be amazing. Hello there, how you doing? All right, so has this one been ground? I can't see any mark. Well, yeah, we might have an unfettered chip. Oh, dang it. No, there it is. Just up in there. That's actually the circular grinding mark that's ground off the original inscription. So, oh, there's the inscription there. Just in there. All right, so that one is a dodge. So look at this one. That one's been, what did they do? They grind it off with a tractor. Okay, that one. So at the moment, what are we? 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 to 1. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, you can have a non-dodgy chip, surely. Okay, what have we got here? I'm going to say that all that artifact there is, oh, there it is. Not only, but this one is actually concave. You can literally see the scoop that's been taken out of it. Oh my goodness. So dodge. Okay. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to give them a fair shot. Okay, here we go. No, you can literally see it from there. Yeah. Don't necessarily see any old inscription, but you can see the grind marks pretty obviously. No, it might be up in there, just underneath that corrosion there. So that one too. All you have to do to rescue a chip, if you think I've treated a chip unfairly, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A, B, C, D. It's battle chip. So what you can do is you can just nominate one and exonerate the chip. So here we go. Let's have a look at that one. What do you reckon? Yeah, you can see the grind marks for sure. I think that's just a line. It could be anything really. I can't see any text. There might be. Yeah, I think it's just along there is where the old text went. Hard to spot, but it's there. And you can see the grind marks pretty obviously. So, sorry, Dodge. All right. Haven't got that many left. Let's have a look. Now, because of the fractious nature of this, I'm going to be logging the time and place that I did this. So if there's any algorithmic response, I'll just log it as data as well. So here we go. Okay, so there's machining marking here for sure. I can't see that. You can see that this is, can you see the pattern of swirling just down here? I can't see any letters though. Oh, yes I can. Just here. Remember, these are new letters. Hello, how you doing, Gilly? We're just looking at chips, and so far all of these chips have had their faces ground off and a new number put on. So Yeah, it has been. We'll be going out and doing some opals in a little while. Don't worry. I'm just. What do you reckon? Do you reckon that one's a dodge? Can we throw them a lifeline at least? The trouble is, if we find too much, it's pretty. I can't, in all honesty, exonerate that chip. I'm afraid it's going to have to go down. If you want to exonerate it, that one is C6. So all you have to do is write C6, and it's free. All right. That one is no. That's just a no. See that circular pattern there? That's obviously been ground off. So that has to go, I'm afraid. Yeah, people are asking how and why. I'm not asking that question. All I'm doing is I'm looking at the evidence. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to blame anyone in particular, but the odds of this actually being something that's outside of the factory, shall we say, very, very remote. I can show you the stats in a minute. Okay, so shall we exonerate this chip? We've got to exonerate one of them. Look, I know it's obvious that you can see the grinding mark just down there, but it's kind of, if you squint your brain a bit, maybe not. So maybe we can, it's not looking good. Shall we just close our eyes and pretend this one's a good one? Yeah. There you go, Intel. Giving you a lifeline. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry. That one's just going. That's A7 in case if you want to exonerate it. So here we go. That is probably just heat paste on the right hand side, so we're not going to... Yes, into the recycling plant. Did you know that you've been so environmentally friendly? It's been used 3 or 4 times. Okay, here we go. You can see the circle around it. Can you see that circle? So that's clearly been ground off. So that one's just heat paste there. We don't need to worry about that. And because I'm worried about the heat paste, there it is. Can you see those letters there? Yeah, that one's dodge. Okay. This one looks pristine. Please be pristine. Please be pristine. G'day, how you doing? Hazelbud. That one looks pretty good, doesn't it? A bit dodge over there. We're not going to worry about that. You know what? We're going to give it the benefit of the doubt, I reckon. But I reckon those are letters. But we'll just put it over there into the exonerated pile. All right. So let's have a look. That's dodge. Straight away. This one. Oh, we might be able to exonerate this one. Let's have a look. No. Sorry, no. You can actually see evidence of the old lasering, so we can't. So that one's dodge. Okay. One more. Let's have a look at it. It's been pretty... Okay, we'll assume that that's scraping that happened afterwards. Well, apparently Intel does the recycling for you. They just don't tell you they're doing it. All right, let me see. Yeah, I think that's... You can actually see the concave grinding, how they've ground the numbers off it. So, yeah, that's pretty obviously ground off. So, yeah, that one's dodge. Okay, so what have we got? So, what is that? 69, isn't it? 69 there, 70. No, what am I talking? Yeah. 4, 8, 12, it's late, 16, 20, 24, 28. 28, that's better. 28, 29, 29 and 32. There we go. All right, so what does 29 mean? Not good, that's what it means. And you've seen I've tried to be as fair as possible with these chips, and I'll give you a good look at them. So you can see the evidence, and I'll kind of run the camera right over them so you can have a good look. You can pause the frame later. Please, if you can see a reason to exonerate a chip, you don't have to do it right now, but you can, comment later or something. Because we've got to be fair. All right, so there we go. So I've come up with 29 out of 32. So fortunately, I've run a few statistics so that we can figure out what that actually means. Now, the thing about it is, if we did the straight statistics, you'd use something called a chi-square. Don't worry about what that actually is. A chi-square, it'd come up with something ridiculous, like there's 1 chance in 17 trillion of this being fluke. So I'm not going to use that, even though it's valid. So what I did was I got percentages of it being of me being dodgy. Oh, hang on. Percentage of them being dodgy over me being dodgy. That's basically it. So if you've got one chip, 10% chance of me being right. Basically, if you've got 2, 40%, 4, 80%, and then once we move up to the 8, because the quoted statistics are 20%. There's a few mathematical reasons for this, but basically I'm showing you the working as best I can, just so you can understand it. Any lines? No. Let me just have a look. I'll show you the inspection. They're all the same generation, these guys. Core i3. Okay. So basically we got to, what was it? 29. So it's between 16 and 32. So it's between 99 and 99.99999% that, there's a real problem here. So basically there's a 99.99999% that something really dodgy is going on in the factory. That's basically how you do it. And for fun, we actually have a new measure that I've got, which is decibels of surprise, 18.41, which is quite a shout. So let's go out and do some opals, shall we? Thought you'd enjoy that. Say hello to Loki. Hello. Right, time for opals.
Hello, Pony. How you doing?
Quick. Now, I'll just show you something. I'm not going to do it tonight, but that needs to just have another ingredient added. I've got borax, and I need to add some other flux, soda carbonate, if you know what that is. And then it's ready to go. What have we got over here? I'm glad you asked.
We got opals.
Yay! So I thought I'd show you these guys. They've all been dopped up. Where's the camera? There we go. They've all been dopped up. Ready to go. This one is definitely off center, so that's going to fly off any second. What's an opal cutting session without a few opals flying around, hey? So there's that one there. They're not wet yet, so you're not going to see much. This one's a good one. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Oh, actually, you can see it. Yay! Woohoo! Let's just wet it. See what happens. The moment I try and do... Oh, there you go. Yeah, lovely. You can see something. Can you see all that lovely shiny shine? Shine. Anyway, Got a few biggies. I'll wet this one because this one's a honker, and hopefully you can see it. Apparently not. Oh yeah, there you go. A little bit of colour. See that? Yeah, thank you for the. At the end, I'll give her another bit of love, and I've got Pony the pigeon, and I've got Max as well. So there we go. Those ones, and we've got some smaller ones here. These ones don't look particularly well affixed, so they'll probably fly off any second. So that'll be amusing for everyone. I'll be going hunting for opals later on. Got one more thing. I've got this, which is pristine opal, untouched. No one's ever actually looked at it, so that's pretty cool. Where are we? Got this guy. I'm hoping this guy will actually come up with something nice, but you never know, so we'll see. We've got this one. I think it's just a rock, so great. I'm just going to go over here. I'll be right back, and I'll come back with some opal. That didn't take long, but I've got another one too. They was out in the sunlight a little bit earlier. Don't worry about that. That's just a butane torch. Surely that's not going to cause any trouble. I can see the water. Move on. Oh, I can see the water move on that one. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I'll show you these guys. These are slightly bigger. So, that's what we call a drop opal. Yes, a gravity affected opal. You can see a little bit of colour sitting on there, can't you? Yep. Is that colour or is that artifact? I don't know. Yeah, that's colour. There you go. You can see some nice colour there. Good. And we've got this one here. Let's see if we can spot the colour first so that let's say I just drop it. That's a good idea. Can't see anything on that one. Might not use it. But we've got some other cool ones like this one here. Let me show you. These are all Lightning Ridge allegedly, but they're very different. And I'm going to make a few inquiries, but I don't want to make any accusations. They're pretty anyway, so it doesn't matter. That one's good. You have to trust me on that one. It looks the moment how do we do this? We've got to view it from behind the light, you see. Well, I'll flip it around actually, and we'll do it that way. Hopefully it'll work this way. Yep. There you go. Nice little opal there. It's got a bit of a cracky boo, so we'll see how that goes. Yep. This one here, similar kind of deal. Lots of good opal, bit of a crack there. This guy here, a little bit of a ledge of good opal. Hopefully it'll work out. I'm going to get cracking soon because look at that. What a beautiful little opal. I'm just going to check to see if we've got anything around the side. Oh, we've got oh, that's a crack. That's a crack. We're not going to get excited. But I can see some other colour around there. So what we've got is we've got the standard tension here. This one's definitely got a crack in it, but it's definitely got an awful lot of opal all the way through. Oh, look at that. Okay, crack there. Crack there. Great opal in it. Good skin. Crack there. Oh, what's it going to do? We're probably going to get 2 opals out of that one from the looks of things. Let's say we just fire up the beastly machine and see what happens. Click on the crickety thing. Bing. There we go. Excellent. Moving that down. Moving that across. We'll start off with this guy. Let's go. Over to the wheel we go. Over to the wheel we go. It's over to the wheel we go. I've got an opal to cut, over to the wheel we go. You would not believe it, but I just made that song up. Yes, let me, little booger. Totally is. Today we are going to deal with opals in their natural habitats. This one is called Slipperius boogerus. Okay, I just noticed that we've got one little problem with the screen, so I'll just give that a bit of a wipey wipe, because why would you want to see a dirty screen? No embarrassment. Here we go. Wait. There we go, nice and pristine. I think we've still got problems. It's always this way, you're sitting there going, I'm going to make it perfect. It never is. There you go. Good news is you've got double insulation thickness protection from the whatevers. I don't know why I'm being so conservative, because we know this one's going to have at least some issues. Anytime now, anytime, you can just get on that. There we go. No? Go on. Thank you. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm looking at the opal now. We can see how there's that little divot. We're probably going to have to cut that off. this part is over here. I'll just gently, so just gently carve this piece away. I think we can see the crack there. Let's have a look. Zoom in and see if you spot it. It does look like a crack, doesn't it? What to do, what to do. Grab my laser out and make doubly certain. I'm pretty certain I know where it goes. We'll pretend nothing's going on. We'll pretend it's all okay, and we'll be aware as we shape it that there might be an issue with the crack. So we'll make sure that we kind of cut conservatively, basically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut through the light section because there's no point in keeping it like that anyway. And I'm cutting conservatively because I'm pretty certain there's a defect in the middle of this one. So that's the reasoning, that's the rationale. And there's my justification. It's split right where I said it would. So here we go. Oh, that one, it's just a tile cutting or a circular blade. You just get them on eBay. I'll put the link up there. Hey, it's not. It's Tristan, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So this one I just bought like for $10 for a couple of blades. I'm just trying to remember what they were called. It'll come to me. But they're not expensive. This one was 60mm. Which is roughly, what, 3 inches for everybody else? And yep, it's a Dremel attachment, and the original one that I got was only $7, but I don't think you're going to get that kind of price. You can get them second hand for about 20, I do believe. That's 20 Australian, which is like 15 American dollars. What I'm doing now is called facing it up. So you can see that it shines on an angle better than it shines frontwards. You can see that. Maybe you can see that. Hopefully you can see that, thank you. But you can see the defect, that might be okay, we'll worry about that later. But you can see how that kind of goes off at an angle there. So I'm trying to face it so that it goes into the machine like that. And then I'm going to cut the back of it from this kind of an angle. Let me show you how. This way it preserves the face of the opal. The more face you get to expose to the light, or at least more precious face anyway. Now, by the way, I think this is a real test of the platform's, how do I put this, synthetic to non-synthetic ratio. So what I did when I started this off, I did a chip comparison, showed where some tampering had occurred. Now I know there are people who've gotten in trouble with certain companies and whatnot, and I find it curious that I've got the same number of people who are actually talking to me, and yet I've got way lower numbers, and I'm going, I know what's happening here. It's just giving us an idea of how many humans we have compared to how many non-humans as a general rule, and it's quite staggering. Oh, another light. Thank you, whoever did that. Okay, so what do we got? We've got a nice-ish stone. May have to cut the end off. I think we'll have to do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Just cut it like this. Ultimately, it's a preservation step, especially if you saw what I saw. Yeah, it was crap, so it was a good choice that. I suppose a lot of you are going, oh, that's rather small now. That's true. But it only needs to be 1 carat, which is about this size, for it to be worth a couple of hundred, so I don't mind. And I didn't take the decision to cut it up lightly. I had to. There we go, that's a bit better. Hello there, how you doing? For the love of Mike. There we go, yeah. Good on you. Okay. Finally, got something sorted. Okay. Let's see how long this lasts for. This has been pretty badly balanced on the chopstick, so it should last 15 seconds. There we go. Amusingly, these are all pieces of the previous Opal, which look pretty much a lot better than that one did. So, look at this one. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, putting that over because we'll do other Opals than the ones that we've just done. There we go. Let's make sure there's no other piece of Opal just over here. Right. So I'll move that one into the other pile. Hopefully these other ones will be a bit more durable, but you never know. Tough work that is. go. Right. That one's going on to the other paraphernalia we've got. Actually, no, not quite. No, there we go. It's a bit better. Let's do that a bit of a dish down here. Now, a lot of the time, the solution to some of these problems is simply to readjust the dropstick a bit. So that's what I'll do with that one. So we'll get out this guy and see if it does anything cool. 53 minutes is how long I've been spending on this bad boy. Well, no, not this bad boy. I mean never mind. Me no speak words, me do not do English. Liking this guy, looking like a nice crystal opal, except no colour, but this may end up one of those elusive cherry blossom patterns. So, happy to do a cherry blossom. Shall not pass. Sorry. What I'm doing is I'm just getting rid of that little defect underneath it. Hopefully it's going to see reason. Yep. That piece, however, cracked all the way through, so I'm going to have to... Oh, really? Yeah, okay, so we'll just go from this angle. This kind of angle, it'll just go, I reckon. Is there any special trick to it? No. Holding on pretty well. There we go. I expected it to go much earlier than that. Are they giant monsters, eh? Pleasure to see you. You are one of the 27, the chosen people to watch the opal being cut into a lovely piece of crystal. Oh yes, the crystal. Sounds so conspiratorial. Oh yes, I worked on that. Strange that I have not. I wonder if your feelings on this matter are clear, Lord Vader. They are clear. Okay, so what we've got is we've got a piece of crack, which is actually a healed up piece of crack. I'm trying to keep my language perfect, but it's not my fault. It's all of these Opal terms. Cutting along the crack at the moment. Don't anyone laugh. Okay. Yes. That is. Mighty interesting, this one. Technically not much to it, but it's got a few nuances. Trying to work out exactly how to work with the nuance. There we go, nice little gem there. Beautiful. Not much time left. Let's quickly try and get this one done. And then we'll go and have a chat with the boys. That was risky, but worth it. Let's try a bit more control. Well, you know, we've still got some Opal left. What I'll do is I'll reseat that one as well, because there's a little bit of an issue there. So I don't want to completely detonate the Opal just because I'm trying to do a show. Give this one a quick spin, see how it goes. considering how haphazard the dopping was with all of these, I did it, so I'm allowed to criticise. Doing pretty well with them. Nice. Alright. I want to do something fun before we finish. Do something fun. Do something fun. Do something fun. Alright, let's have a look. We'll get one of these newbies out, eh? Have a look at the newbie. Let's see. Which one we get? We get that one, or that one, maybe that one, maybe that one, maybe that one. A little bit of a magnum opal, really. It's been a while since I've mentioned the word even. That one will possibly have come to. Let's go. Come on. Make a decision. Make a decision, Dr. Field. What will he choose? This one. Good, good. So that guy. Okay, here we go. This one, quite small, but mighty. Here we go. I'm assuming mighty. Well, you may get proven wrong at this point. Now there's a crack in here. See if you can spot that. Yeah, you can see it pretty easily. We'll try and work around that. Now, if you're wondering why has he got so many cracks in his opals, well, that's a feature of the material. A lot of people will have heavily curated their supplies by the time you ever get to see it. I don't. That's not me saying I'm so good, that's just something I do. But I have to explain it, just in case you're going, well, what's this crap opal? Everyone gets this kind of opal. Very rare to get really good opal. Hello there, how are you doing? There we go. Not much colour, but hey. Another candidate for straightening out and docking, so good. I don't mind the crystal opals when they're completely translucent and they have no actual fire, because it's inaccurate. If you put them under full ton, you get something. Yeah. There we go. Go from here then. Yeah, great opal. Maybe I should leave it at that point. So, yeah, definitely good. Best opal ever. Worth $1 million billion. Totally not lying. There we go. Closing that off. Closing that off. Okay. Boing. Okay. Ooh, getting woozy. That's much better. See? You can walk. Oh, what amazingness. Okay. Turn around. What's wrong, Max? Max. Max. Want a scratchy poo? Ooh. Sure you don't want a scratchy poo? Sure? No, all right. He's got the cranky pants today. We vacuumed around his cage and piled some boxes high next to his cage. He's like, I don't like the boxes next to my cage. This is an outrage, this is. This is an outrage. It's totally outraging. Outrageousness. Oh, yeah, whatever. In the meantime, Loki, please love me. Love me, love me, love me. Please love me. Love me. You need a bit of a tune up. Oh, careful. What's going on here? Ah, that was the problem. Yeah. There you go. Scratchy poo, scratchy poo, scratchy poo, scratchy poo, scratchy poo, just for you. There we go. So basically, this is her ear hole right here. So if you cover it, you can never hear what they actually say when you do that to them. Right. As you can see, Loki really doesn't care that I do all this stupid crap around her. Now let's see if Max is regretting his life. Normally he interacts a bit more. I wouldn't just shove the camera in his face if I didn't think he would like it eventually. Sketchy bit. Sketchy bit. There you go. Ooh. Well, that's not very nice. I tell you what. You want a little bit of out? You want a bit out? Okay. It's really late at night, but I think he's been cooped up for too long. Okay. Whilst we're doing that, let's go have a look at the pony pone. What have you done to your cage? Well, you laid an egg. That's what you've done. You're going to have to clean that out and the egg. But come here, little pony. Whoop, careful. You nearly fell. That definitely wasn't my fault. And pony split. Where did the pony go? Where did the pony go? Ah, there did the pony go. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Well, there you go. I swear on the grave of Colonel Gaddafi that I did not say any of those words in the pony's beaky mouth parts because, you know, that would be unethical, wouldn't it? Totally unethical. Totally. Yeah, she said it again. It must be destiny. That means destiny, people. Oh, and Max said hello. Yeah. Hello. Totally unethical. Oh, look at that. And some scratchy poos. Hang on, pony. Back you go. Here you go. Back you go. Back you go, pony, 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 poo. There you go. Yoink. Boing. Note to yourself. Pigeons poo a lot. Okay. Max is happier now. You want to scratch your poo? Yeah. Wow. Did you sucker me in? Did you sucker me in? Come down here. If you want to scratch, you have to come down here. All right. All right. I get it. You got pretty funny noises going out there, Loki. Meeno. What on earth? Huh? Oh dear. That must be the foofer valve. Hello there, how you doing? Brunetto. Gee, we've got the Splat edition today. All right, so what did we cover? What was there to learn today? Oh, hello, hello, Max. You right there? You're trying to attack me. You cranky pants. Why are you being such a cranky pants? Cranky pants makes it being such a cranky pants. Woo! Why are you being such a cranky pants? Oh dear. Well, did you nearly fall over? Oh dear. Okay, so if you're going to be angry and cranky and stuff, it's best you're coordinated, I reckon. At any rate, that's all that we've done. Obviously, it's all we've done. Like, it's not half of what we've done. It's all of the things we've done. So what we did today was we evaluated some chippy chips. Flip that over so you can see again. I'm going to give you another look at those chips because this is a little bit worse than I expected, and the corporation that's responsible for grinding off the face of all the chips and relasering them, naughty. But be fair, so have a look at them. If you think any of these grid need to come off the analysis, I'm fine to do that. We've got A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you don't know what I'm talking about, rewind through, have a look. Hello there, Melanie. I hope I got that right. Okay, so if you think that I've unfairly treated any chips, go right ahead, have a look at them all and see if I've been naughty. With that said, I'm going to try and do battle with this little gentleman. Anyway, I think that's the fun over and done with, I reckon. Plenty of fun to be had later on. You can have a good look at Max whilst I'm just signing out. And that is, with the magic finger of magicness, Dr. Phil out. See if I can hit that. Precision.